Hi, Gamer here. In this video, we'll continue hacking the DOS game Dangerous Dave. Remember, last time we do have the source code of the game and we started tweaking the game to our desires. And along the way, understand and learn some coding by hacking the game. So, without further ado, let's go with it. All right. The last time we started or we stopped, let's say, at the moment where we have to change, if you remember, or if you have follow along with the first video of the playlist, we started by hacking the game, changing some aspect of the game, visual aspect, and along the way we try to change the collectibles and we added the new collectibles, which is a purple diamond. Instead, let's adding to the blue and the red diamond. But we ended up finding that the source code used is one script which is used for all the collectibles. That means that each collectible will have the same value, which is 100. So if we go back to the source code of the game is made with GDScript, which is the default scripting language of Godot. And all the source code, like I said in the first lecture, is made in Godot. So Godot Engine is the, let's say, the editor used for hacking the game. So the first thing we'll do, we'll start by searching for all the scripts that we do have and look if maybe there's another diamond script. So the way to do that is put GD in the file system explorer here in the editor, and then you see that we do have a diamond GD, and there's a door GD, fire GD, and so on and so forth, and all the scripts of the game are here. But I need you to first understand these scripts because this script is very important. It's the global.gd. Global.gd, if you look to this script, you see that all the variables that are in the script are globals. Global is an old concept that comes back to the era of DOS programming or C programming, let's say. It was long before we do have object-oriented technique and long before we do have the concept of instantiation of classes. So back in those days, there was simply variables, okay? And we have two type of variables, one which is global and the second one which is local. The difference between the two is the global variable will be accessible everywhere in your program. That means that each variable that we have here, like for example, player has class, player score, level, health, is hit, has jetpack. So all those variables, you see that they are here and they are already accessible from everywhere in the game. The way to do that in Godot is you need to import first this file, which is the global.gd. And the way to do that is by line of code that you need to put first in the script. So if you go, for example, to the diamond script, you can see that I have an extends area 2D, which means that it's a class. GDScript is an object-oriented programming language, but it still uses some old stuff from the staff. And this old stuff is the concept of global variables. And the way to do that, we do it by this line of code, which is the third line, which calls unready var. And this variable is called globals. So the globals will get node from /root, which is the root of the hierarchy, and it will look for a place called globals. And from there, the player, I can update now that the globals.player score, and if you can see, you see that globals make a reference for the file that we already have here, which is globals.gd. And you can see, for example, that I'm updating the player score each time the collectible is hit. So if I go back to diamond, you can see that I do have a variable which is 100, And of course, I do have each time an update of the variable with the player score, which is updated, doing a plus equal point, which means that the current play score, which obviously will start at 0. So there's no concept of saving in this game. Back in the day of the DOS era, you start the game. Some of them have save function, and most of them they don't save. Let's say the score. At least you have a certain amount of score, and maybe there, if you, for example, uh, uh, have, for example, a perfect score or a score that is you need to keep it. They need to do a save mechanism. But we'll see, guys. I don't know. I'm discovering the game like you, and I'm trying to do uh, uh, a, a kind of live coding, live editing coding, by the way. So if you go back to Diamond, remember that last time we stopped at the moment when we needed for each collectible different Diamond GD. So what we will do now, so we stop filtering and we go back to our scenes, which by the way are still in the prefab folder. So if I go to prefabs, gold, and here we do have the scenes needed for each one. So if I go to the bubble, I open the bubble, the purple and the red one. And of course, I need also to open the first one. So in Godot, you have this way you need to change between the script and the 2D visualization of the scene. So if you want to see the scene, you go to back to DD and it will be update for each and every scene of the game. So the first thing we need to do, we need to duplicate the diamond, the GD file. So what I will do, I will go to the GD file, which is diamond, and I will duplicate it. But I need to first know where it is on disk. So I guess it's somewhere in diamond. No, but no, not in diamond. Okay, let me do a filter again on GD and the file, the diamond.gd. Let's look for it. All right. Or maybe do a diamond. There you are. So you can see the file is under this folder. And here I will duplicate the file. So this way, and I need to know, put a meaningful way so I don't do mistakes. And diamond.red will be the script for, there you are. So we do have diamond red, which is a duplicate of the first one. But now what we will do a different point. Let's say 200 for the red one. And we'll do the same also for the purple one. So what we need also duplicate the file, but this time we'll call it purple. So I duplicate the file and double click on the purple one. Make sure that I'm in the correct script. There. You can see that I did not save the second one. So I need to make sure that I didn't do any mistake. So the purple, I need to put something like 300. So let's say each time the player steps on, let's save all the scenes. And now I think I'm good to go. So I need first to make sure that the script that is referenced by the scene is the one that is correct, because it's very important that you link the correct file to the one. And you can see that the purple one is still linked to the diamond.gd, which is 100 points. And of course, we still also have the red one still linked to diamond. So let's start the game from the beginning. All right. So let's move. All right. So So you can see that we still have the score 700, 700, 400, and we still have 100. So the update is still 100. Okay. All right. I think still 100. So it's still 100. The update is still there. So I will quit. Now let's test the level 2 directly. Let's see what do we have now. So now if we look up, we do have this one. So maybe I should start for the level 1, not level 0. So I need to make sure. And something is telling me that the game is keeping the score somewhere. So I need to verify this also. Maybe later, but let's focus on the collectible for the time being. So I need to go back to the level file system. Let's look up for the levels. So I need to. So let's start on level 1. So this is the level 1. It should show us the correct score. So let's see now. So you see 100. Now it's better. Still 200. So we are still on the blue one. 300, 400. So for the red one, there's something weird, and I want to start it again. Let's collect the first 100. There's something weird with the red diamond. So I need to start this and see what happens. Right. So I'm not in the correct scene. I need to go back here. All right. So this is the level 2. So let's pick up this red one. And we have 150. That's weird. I didn't put 150 for the red one. Let's go check it. There's something definitely weird here, guys. So I need really. So why should it take 150? That's weird. So let's see, what do we have here? So remember that I didn't make a change for the scripting. I made change for the scripts, but remember also that I didn't make any change to the red dot. So let's see for the red diamond, sorry. First, what do we have? So this is important. I need really to check the red one first, because the red one is doing something weird right now. So let's see the script, and it's diamond GD. So you can see that there's some confusion here, that it's not supposed to be. Okay, we're not supposed to have one in the score something. So we need to check up the player score in the GD, and it's 0. So it's supposed to start from 0. So if I start the game for the beginning, let's see, what do we have? All right. Okay. So we start for 702. So 7002. So till now we are, everything is okay. So I will take the blue one, which is 900, and I'm supposed to have, for the red one, I'm supposed to have 15,000 score. Now we have 15,050. So from where comes the 50? This is really some weird stuff. And I need to check also if I'm start from 15,000, because it's very important to know where we do have this value. It's kind of weird. So right, so I go back to this level. I need to check now each level for the red diamond. So let's check the first level. So we do only have this one. Ah, look at that. That explains a lot. Look at that. This is cool, guys, because we do have some change in the instance itself, in the local instance of the variable. Because by default, remember that the red one is supposed to have 100. But if you look here to this instance, because this is an instance of the class, and of course in classes you can override the values, the default values of the class. So right now look at that, we do have 150 point, which is overriding the value. Whatever it's 100 or 200, it will always be 100 for this instance because it is 150. And to make my point clear, let's try now put on a regular red one. Okay, one which is not modified. So we'll go back to level one. So remove the level two because I'm not working on it. Remove the diamonds and go back to level one. And now what I will do from the file system, I will drag and drop a red one and we'll see what happens. This is cool, guys. I love when there's something different. And I don't know why the dev changed the value, or maybe he was experimenting, so we don't know. But it's cool. We learned something here. Where is the? It's always in prefab, okay. And I'm still looking for something I'm supposed to have. All right. So prefab gold. Maybe we need to put something correct, but I don't want to change the name of folders because in Godot the naming of folders maybe hard coded somewhere in the GD script, so I don't want to change the name of the folder for the time being. Okay, so let's go with the red diamond and bring it here, and now you can see that we have a new red one. But what we need to do, need to be careful to not doing the same stupid stuff like last time because it doesn't seem I'm learning from my mistakes right now. So we will close this level, don't save, and let's do it the correct way, guys. Okay, so I need to go to the level one, I guess, and then what I will do, I will link, always do a link. So I will add to the level a chain node, or maybe link the red diamond, something like this. Okay, so now this is the correct way. The drag and drop for some reason sometimes doesn't work correctly, so maybe it's the best way is do a link for the scene. Okay, so this way we don't have unexpected behavior and stupid stuff. And look at that. So you can see that the point has 150 value, which is weird. I don't get why it's still looking for 150, although we do have, for some reason, it keeps putting 150. I don't get it, to be honest, but let's see. Let's continue and see what happens. So I will continue, but this time I will tell him when you put on this. So go to the resource properties, right? So this is the red diamond. I need to click here, guys, and then let's put 100. So this will override the value of the point, whatever the original one. Okay, make sure to save all the scenes, and now let's do a play and see what happens. So let's see. All right. So the games always starts at the starting point of 7,200. We need to figure out why also. Why we start by this value. Is it somewhere? Is it hard coded? I don't know. But hey, let's check first if the red one that we put now. So we have 7,400 points. We are supposed to know with this red one, we are supposed to have 100 points. So 100 points. So it's okay. It works like intended. And for the second one, which is this red one, so 150 added. So it's okay. So it works like intended. And we learned that if you link a scene like this one, we do have a value of the point of the property of the class, which is you can change. But I don't get why we do have 150. So if you know something about it, guys, don't hesitate to put it on the comments, okay? I would love to know why with the scene that is instanced, it's looking up for 150. I don't get it, but we know how to correct it for the correct behavior, so to say. So next thing, what we will do now, we need to go back to our um, for the file system, and now we need to update each one of them with the correct let's say script, so it will update it with the value we want. So let's start with the red one, and now instead of the red one using this script, we need to remove first the script, okay, because it's important that you first start by detach the script from the selected node, okay. And now what we will do, we'll attach another script, an existing script. So I click on this plus little icon, and now he will ask me for another script. And you can see that Godot already proposed a new one, but I don't want, maybe it's not the script I'm naming. So he's offering us a new script as supposed to add a new script, which is not what I want. I want to select the script I already created or already duplicate. So what we will do, we will remove this file altogether, and we will look up in the path for the script that we need. So it's supposed to be somewhere in script. I'm not sure where we left it last time. So let's try to look it up. Okay, I don't know if you do have that in here. No, I don't think so. So I'll go back to prefab gold and look for, yeah, no, it's not working like I want. First, let me be sure what is the name of the script and where it is. So the script is here, it's in diamond, and it is called diamond red. So what I will do, I will try to rename it so I can take the name of the script. So I did a copy here, go back now to the diamond red script, and now remember that we need to go back to the screen and attach the correct one, okay? So what I will tell him, look up for this name and not for new one, okay? So let's remove this one, and I put this one. So it tells me the valid is, it's valid. So let's tell him open, but I don't get why it's still asking for creation, which is not what I want, okay? So now is, oh look, I get it now. I was in the bad folder, okay? So I ended up creating a default one. So sorry for that, guys. I will remove it altogether and ask him now to connect to this one, okay? So maybe do a drag and drop. Does he accept? No, he doesn't like it. So click on this one, and now I need to go to diamond, not prefab. So it's somewhere in diamond. So give me a second. Oh, Okay, so the script is really in a nasty place, guys. We really need to move it to somewhere else. So let's go back to file system, and you can see that we are in images. So maybe I need to move. So the first one was here. So obviously when you duplicate, it will be here. So let's move them to a meaningful place, which is, let's say, script. So maybe do a cut. I'm not sure it will work like this, but let's test. Go to script, and now I will add a new folder and call it collectibles. Say it's okay, and now I will do a paste here. So it's not really doing a copy paste. So what I need now is just to move the scripts from here literally to the second one. Let's hope it does help me doing this. No, there's a function. Yes, there's a function. So move to, and I need to move them to scripts collectibles, and let's tell him move. So now we are supposed to have the scripts correctly done. So we have this one, and we have this one, and we have this one. So let's check first if we are okay with the script. Let's go to the script now, and now I need to look up for the script folder. So I go to script, collectibles, and now I do have the red one. So I will tell him open, load, and now we should be good to go. So make sure to save all scenes. There you are. And now you can see that for this time, the red one is with the diamond red script. All right. So let's do the same for, before testing, do the same for the, let's say, the purple. But you can guess that, look, it's still 100 here. We'll go back to this, okay? So, I was in the file system. Now, I need also to update the scenes. Same thing. So go to prefabs, gold. Where is it? So it's not in images, it's in prefab and gold. And we need to do the same thing for this one, okay? And maybe, by the way, move this scene to the same place of the second, the two prefabs. So put it with gold, okay? So move it. So there you are. Now I have all my scenes in one place, so I don't have to look for them each time. So now let's look for diamond and make sure also that it's pointing to the correct script, okay? So right now you can see that when I did move, Godot automatically updated the script, which is cool, which is what we want. So let's see now for the second diamond red. We already did it, so we are sure that it's here. It's on collectibles. So the only one left is the bubble and the purple. I will not do the bubble since I didn't create its own script, but we'll go back to it. So we need to finish this one, which is the purple one. And now look at that. It's still on the collectible. So what we need, it's still on the first diamond, which is 100 points. So I need to remove the script and load the script, which is for the purple one. So I need to browse, go to scripts, collectibles, and look up for the purple one. Open, then load, and now we do have those scene updated and correct. So let's go back to level 1. Now we need to check for each instance of them, because when Godot do the first, now it will execute the correct point, but we need to make sure that the point is correctly updated. But since it's been instantiated with the first value, I guess this is why we do have the 150 value. Maybe the first time you do an instantiation of the class, it will take the first value, guys. Okay, so all those instances will still, and look, for this one it's 50. All right, so we are learning something here. Look, 50. So if I remove for the default value, it will be 100. Okay, and so it goes for this red one. And for the second one, if I now remove, look at that now. Now the default value, if I remove it, it will go back to the value of the class, which is 200. So I think we are okay. So if we take the purple one, and you can see now that by default, it will take the value of the class. So my understanding is that the first time the dev put on the first collectible, it was 150 for the red one. So the first time he instantiated this instance, had kept the first value, which is 150, or maybe he did the change it and it kept the change, which is the more let's say reasonable explanation. Okay, so I'm not sure. I'm trying to understand. If I do some, let's say, misunderstanding or something you doubt, don't hesitate to put it on the comment, guy. Okay, so let's test now if our collectibles are working correctly. Let's see now. All right, so so 7,200, 300. Let's verify each one of them. 400, 600, we are okay. It's a blue one. 700, blue one. This one 900, so it's okay. It's 200 value. And now 15,000, 15,200 because it's a red one. And then we have 15,300, 400, and 500. So the latest value should be 15,500. Okay, so I will add 300. So the end result should be 15,800 points. All right, so I think this wraps up this collectible, let's say, change collectible edition of the hacking of the game. I hope you learned something with this lecture, and I hope that you enjoyed your time with me. So if you make it this far, don't forget to subscribe, put on the like button, and share this video with all your colleagues or your friends. And I hope you enjoy it, like I said. And okay, so this is virtually the end of the lecture. So it's a bye for now.